The year was 1776. In the heart of North America, a new nation declared its independence. The American colonies, after years of tension with Great Britain, chose to forge their own path. This decision was not merely a local affair. The American Revolution, with its ideals of liberty and self-governance, sent shockwaves across the globe. It ignited imaginations and fueled desires for freedom in far-off lands. The Declaration of Independence, a bold statement of human rights, resonated deeply with oppressed populations. Here was a nation built on the idea that all men are created equal, endowed with certain unalienable rights. This revolutionary concept challenged the established order of monarchies and empires. It offered a vision of a world where power resided not with kings and queens but with the people themselves. The success of the American Revolution, a testament to the courage and determination of the colonists, served as a beacon of hope for those yearning for change. France, inspired by the American spirit, underwent its own revolution just a few years later. The ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, echoing the American sentiment, reverberated across Europe, sparking uprisings and reforms. The world was witnessing the dawn of a new era, an era where the power of the people could no longer be ignored. Decades after its own fight for freedom, the United States faced another pivotal moment in history, World War II. The rise of fascism in Europe and Japanese aggression in Asia threatened the very foundations of democracy and freedom. Initially hesitant to intervene in another global conflict, the United States was compelled to act after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. America's entry into the war proved decisive. The nation, with its vast industrial capacity, transformed itself into the arsenal of democracy. Factories churned out tanks, planes, and ships at an unprecedented rate, providing crucial supplies to the Allied forces. American soldiers, sailors, and airmen fought bravely on multiple fronts, from the beaches of Normandy to the islands of the Pacific. Their courage and sacrifice, alongside their allies, ultimately led to the defeat of the Axis powers. The war's aftermath left a world in ruins, but it also presented an opportunity for a new global order. The United States, emerging from the conflict as a superpower, played a pivotal role in shaping this new world. It spearheaded the creation of the United Nations, an organization dedicated to international cooperation and peace. It also implemented the Marshall Plan, a massive economic aid program that helped rebuild war-torn Europe. America's actions in the wake of World War II demonstrated its commitment to fostering democracy and stability on a global scale. As the shadow of World War II receded, a new conflict emerged: the Cold War. This ideological struggle pitted the United States and its allies against the Soviet Union and its satellite states. It was a clash of two fundamentally different systems: democracy and capitalism versus communism. The Cold War was not a direct military confrontation, but rather a global chess match, marked by proxy wars, espionage, and a nuclear arms race. The United States, driven by the doctrine of containment, sought to prevent the spread of communism. It provided economic and military aid to countries deemed vulnerable to Soviet influence. It formed alliances like NATO to counter the Soviet bloc. From the Korean War to the Vietnam War, the United States found itself embroiled in conflicts that reflected the broader ideological struggle of the Cold War. The Cold War was a period of immense tension and uncertainty, with the threat of nuclear annihilation looming large. However, it also witnessed significant technological advancements, fueled by the competition between the two superpowers. The space race, a prime example of this rivalry, led to remarkable achievements, culminating in the Apollo moon landing in 1969. The Cold War profoundly shaped global politics, leaving a lasting legacy on international relations. While the United States exerted its influence on the world stage through politics and economics, its cultural impact, particularly through Hollywood, proved equally profound. American movies, with their captivating stories and glamorous stars, captivated audiences worldwide. Hollywood became synonymous with entertainment, offering a window into American culture, values, and aspirations. From the golden age of Hollywood in the 1930s and 40s to the blockbusters of today, American films have entertained, inspired, and sometimes challenged audiences across the globe. Genres like the Western, the musical, and the superhero film, originating in the United States, found widespread popularity, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. Hollywood's influence extended beyond entertainment, shaping global perceptions of American society and its people. American actors and actresses became global icons, their faces recognizable in every corner of the world. Their on-screen personas often embodied American ideals of individualism, freedom, and the pursuit of happiness. Hollywood, through its films and stars, played a significant role in disseminating American culture and shaping global perceptions of the United States. Section 5. The soundtrack of generations, American music's global reach. Music, a universal language, became another powerful medium through which American culture resonated worldwide. From jazz and blues to rock and roll, hip-hop and beyond, American musical genres captured the hearts and minds of generations. The energy, innovation, and diversity of American music transcended borders, influencing musicians and inspiring new sounds across the globe. Jazz, with its roots in African American communities, became a global phenomenon, its improvisational spirit and rhythmic complexity captivating audiences worldwide. Rock and roll, emerging in the 1950s, ignited a cultural revolution, its rebellious energy and youthful spirit resonating with a generation coming of age. Hip-hop, born in the streets of New York City, gave voice to marginalized communities, its social commentary and innovative beats finding a global audience. American music, with its diverse styles and influences, became a soundtrack to countless lives. It provided a form of escape, a source of inspiration, and a means of connecting with others across cultural divides. The global reach of American music is a testament to its enduring appeal and its ability to transcend boundaries. Section 6. Silicon Valley's global footprint, the rise of American technology. The latter half of the 20th century witnessed the rise of another powerful force shaping the world: American technology. Silicon Valley, with its concentration of innovative companies and brilliant minds, became synonymous with technological advancement. From personal computers to the internet, smartphones, and social media, American innovations revolutionized communication, information sharing, and daily life. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook became global giants, their products and services used by billions worldwide. The internet, initially developed in the United States, transformed how people access information, connect with others, and conduct business. Social media platforms connected people across continents, creating virtual communities and facilitating the exchange of ideas. The impact of American technology goes far beyond convenience and entertainment. It has transformed industries, disrupted traditional business models, and created new economic opportunities. However, it has also raised concerns about privacy, data security, and the spread of misinformation. The rise of American technology has had a profound and ongoing impact on the world, shaping how we live, work, and interact with each other. Section 7. The American Dream: Aspirations and Critiques of a Global Ideal. The United States has long been associated with the concept of the American dream, the idea that anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve success through hard work, determination, and a bit of luck. This ideal has been a source of inspiration for people around the world, drawing immigrants to American shores in search of a better life. The American dream, with its emphasis on individual achievement and upward mobility, has been both celebrated and criticized. Its proponents point to the countless success stories of individuals who have overcome adversity to achieve their goals. They highlight the opportunities available in a free market economy where innovation and entrepreneurship are encouraged. Critics of the American dream argue that it is an unrealistic myth, perpetuating the idea that success is solely a product of individual effort, ignoring systemic barriers like poverty, discrimination, and lack of access to education and healthcare. They point to the growing gap between the rich and poor in the United States as evidence that the American dream is out of reach for many. Section 8. A Nation: Grappling with its Past Inequality and Racial Tensions. The United States, despite its ideals of equality and opportunity, has long grappled with the legacies of its past, particularly the sins of slavery and racial discrimination. The fight for civil rights for African Americans, culminating in the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s, led to significant legal and social progress. However, racial tensions and inequalities persist, sparking ongoing debates about police brutality, mass incarceration, and systemic racism. The Black Lives Matter movement, emerging in response to the killings of unarmed black people by law enforcement, has brought renewed attention to issues of racial injustice in the United States. It has sparked a national conversation about race, privilege, and the need for police reform and criminal justice reform. The United States continues to grapple with its history of racial inequality, seeking to reconcile its founding ideals with the realities of systemic racism. The ongoing struggle for racial justice is a reminder that the journey towards a more perfect union is far from over. Section 9. The United States on the World Stage. A Legacy of Intervention and Cooperation. The United States' role on the world stage has been complex and often contradictory. It has been a beacon of democracy and a champion of human rights, promoting freedom and self-determination around the world. However, it has also been criticized for its interventions in other countries' affairs, often driven by strategic interests rather than altruistic motives. From the Monroe Doctrine in the 19th century to the Cold War and beyond, the United States has asserted its influence in global affairs. It has engaged in military interventions, supported allies, and imposed sanctions on adversaries. Its foreign policy decisions have had far-reaching consequences, shaping the geopolitical landscape and impacting the lives of millions around the world. The United States' legacy on the world stage is a mixed bag of achievements and failures. It has played a pivotal role in shaping global institutions, promoting economic development, and combating global challenges like climate change and pandemics. However, it has also been criticized for its militarism, its support for authoritarian regimes, and its failure to live up to its own ideals. The United States continues to grapple with its role in the world, seeking to balance its national interests with its responsibilities as a global power.